welcome to my first video. I'm the Bearded Beanie and I'm trying to build a plugin. The idea is to build an all-in-one voice channel strip for creators. So your talking voice or vocals get finished fast. It's not a surgical repair kit, it's the polish layer basically. The idea is to get just clean sound, a bit of character, some consistency, without needing like 10 plugins basically. If you want to beta test it, leave a comment beta and your setup below and we'll talk about that later. The core idea is to have this sort of two different modes. There's a live mode and the post mode. The live mode is low latency and safe processing. The post mode is higher quality options. You get oversampling and you get this, I call it clean light section. The clean light is basically, it's not surgery, it's just gentle cleanup. Basically you get a gate, light denoise and a D-room style control. And literally the tooltips will say that use another plugin, a dedicated plugin to do this if your audio has big issues, because it's not going to be a cleanup plugin at all. Just use like Isotope RX if you have issues with noise or something. I'll just go through really quickly what it's going to have. It's going to have a mic pre. It's going to drive the signal, some saturations, and I'm going to gain match it automatically so you don't get tricked by volume. You get 3 stages. I think I'm going to have some options there. It's going to be subtle to almost crunchy. And I'm thinking of adding a 3-way focus switch because I really like I think the plugin is called Saturation Knob. Yeah, I really like that it has this focus switch. I think I'm going to do the same. I'm going to have a focus switch for the mic pre. For low, sort of normal and high harmonics. And I'm thinking of adding 2 different flavors of mic pre. There's going to be a tube and a transformer, so you can choose if you want the smoother little sort of upper harmonic low with the tube, or the transformer for weight and warmth and lower harmonic texture. Then there's an EQ. I'm thinking of just having 3 EQ knobs and then a low and a high pass filter, just from keeping it really simple, because you have, every DAW has a really nice parametric EQ that you can use for being surgical. You don't need this to do that. So there's just 3 EQ knobs, and the frequencies are gonna be tailored for sort of voice and vocal stuff. And then I'm gonna have a dynamic cleanup section. So it's just to fix the most common voice problems, because it's usually not bad EQ, it's usually the problems are dynamic. The dynamic cleanup uses this voice range control that I'm gonna make, basically so that you can match your voice register with the plugin. If you have a higher voice or lower voice, you can just tweak it, because the cleanup section is gonna dynamically reduce the mud and boxiness sort of areas of the frequency spectrum. So every voice is gonna have those in sort of different areas, so you can tweak that yourself a little bit. And the idea is just to have your voice sound clear without sounding thin. So keeping it dynamic is gonna help with that, I think. So there's also a de-esser. That's pretty self-explanatory what de-esser does. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a pre or post compression switch. So you can choose if you want your de-esser to work before or after compression. If you want it to stop the compressor from overreacting to the S sounds, or if you want the de-esser to catch the harshness that's created by the compression, basically. So you can choose. Then there's the compression section. I'm gonna add 2 compressors, but you can only run 1 if you want. You don't have to use 2. But I think with 2 compressors, I think that you can do a lot when it comes to voice. The idea is to have control and consistency. So the first compressor is gonna catch those peaks. The other one is gonna compress for level. Think of having like 1176 and an LA2A. And that's pretty simple. I'm gonna have really simple controls for that as well. Then there's gonna be a tape section as well if you want that extra glue and extra saturation character type of thing. I think tape is like the secret sort of finished button for vocals, especially vocals, I think. It's sort of makes voice feel more produced in a way. So you can do that if you want. It's also going to be gain matched, so it's not a loudness trigger. You don't have to worry about loudness tricking your brain here. And what else? Obviously, there's going to be a limiter. The point is to have a modern, safe limiter. Nothing that you can abuse too much. Just for making sure that everything's under control. The post mode and the plugin will use a lookahead limiter. It's not going to be available in the live mode. Well, kind of obviously you can't look into the future.
2015? You mean we're in the future?
But there's going to be a ceiling setting, obviously, for safety, and you can push it a bit for loudness, but it doesn't encourage to destroy the audio. It's just for safe limiting. And the idea is to have everything sort of gain matched, so that you don't get fooled by loudness when you're doing any of these tweaks to your voice. Auto level match is something that I really like in plugins. If you add loudness while you're trying to make changes to audio, it's gonna fool you. Loudness sounds always better. Louder is always better. Your ears trick you that way. So everything's gonna be level matched, so that it's just really easy to use and really quick to use that way as well. So if you change a setting, you don't have to go to the output, change the output volume again, So level matching, yes. So you can just A/B without any volume bias. Do you actually use level matching when you mix? Be honest. I think most of us even don't do that, but this is gonna do it for you. I'm gonna do it for you. There's gonna be presets if you want them. I'm gonna make a few presets that are made for sort of the creators who don't want to mess about too much with the plugin. Also, I'm opening the beta testing soon. So here's who I need for that. I need creators who do YouTube, streaming, podcasters maybe, also singers and vocal producers. It's going to be Windows first. I'm using Reaper myself, so it's definitely going to work on Reaper, but I'm adding Mac and Logic support as soon as possible. I don't know about Pro Tools yet. I think that might come later. So yeah, just comment beta, what DAW you use, what interface you use, what microphone you use, and what sort of content you make. Are you a singer, producer, streamer, maybe? You make YouTube videos, TikToks, and I'll get back to you when it's time to beta test this thing. And if you have any suggestions for any of the sort of features that I'm adding, leave them also in the comments below. I want to talk to you what do you think that you might need, what's missing, or what do you use for processing your voice and your vocals? Because I want this to be sort of all-in-one solution that is really meant for speed, but still good results. I just don't like having like 10 or 12 or, 8 plugins on my DAW. If this one plugin could do most of the work, then I would be really happy. So if you have any comments on the features that you think you would need in a plugin like this, leave them in the comments, because I'm literally using this to build this plugin. I'm still building it right now, and I will take any suggestions that you have, because I want to make this really good. I want to make it good enough that I can use it, and if I can use it, then hopefully many others can do so as well.